With the frequency and intensity of stone pelting going up, the police and paramilitary have become nervous and reactive, often overreactive, and it's led to bloody clashes. In the past fortnight, 15 people have been killed, forcing Omar Abdullah to do what hasn't been done in over 2 decades, calling out the army to stage flag marches for law and order.
Would you agree that the situation is still far from normal?
Well, obviously, if I have towns that are under curfew, it would be fair to say that the situation is far from normal.
An argument which hasn't cut any ice with the opposition.
Right from the beginning, after these killings took place, the response of the state government as the central government has been, it has been very provocative, and they have tried to demonize the sentiment, the boys who are on the road.
The raging anger in the valley has alarmed the centre. The Prime Minister has held 2 rounds of meetings and dispatched Union Home Secretary G.K. Pillai for stock taking. The strategy is clear, a hard line is needed. But while the government prefers a hard line on the streets of Srinagar, there is another battleground where passions are high, where the army will not work: the internet. 21-year-old Bhatt, who does not give his first name, virtually lives a double life. He blogs fiercely for this Facebook group. He assumes a revolutionary name, and what he writes is openly aggressive.
People will understand that this is not only just a mob passion. It's now, it has become a fury now. And this stone pelting has done, they have just taken the wit out of this government, and they're not able to understand what to do.
Others play out their anger by turning into citizen journalists, regularly uploading videos and stills captured on their mobile phones.
Your own national media, it hasn't been up to my expectations. You have miserably failed the Kashmiri people. We have much expectations from the national media that they would put forth our true comment, true views, true feelings to the people of India. That is when I come to sharing the videos, sharing my comments, sharing the pictures of brutality on blogging.
It is a generation that is angry, but is it ideology, unemployment, or just a fad? The police say unemployment is a real factor and money does play a role. These 2 teenagers were detained for 15 days in Old Srinagar. They say in the absence of a regular income, the promise of 150 rupees a day for stone pelting seemed lucrative.
ये तो पता नहीं है, कोई लड़का आता है तो वो ये पैसे देते हैं, कॉल करते हैं, फिर आपस में हम फोन करते हैं, वहां से पथराव है, यहाँ से पथराव, जहाँ पथराव होता है हम वहां जाते हैं. सोचते थे कुछ नहीं, वो तो 150 रुपए में हमको हाथ में देते थे, हम तो पथराव कर रहे थे.
There has been funding, and the source of funding in certain cases have been identified.
The locations and the pockets for stone pelting are usually fixed. For instance, this cement bridge in Baramulla. But the reasons which trigger these protests are variable, and many times it is young lives lost which feed this cycle of violence.
Stone pelting can have terrible consequences, like 12-year-old Irfan, a promising class 7 student from Drangbal in Baramulla. Irfan was killed when tear gas shells hit him during a protest, ironically on Gandhi Jayanti last year. A 5-day strike and mass anger followed. His mother, who still has Irfan's uniform and handwritten class notes, now questions the restraint of the security forces.